Hey everyone, and welcome to episode 10 of Building My Trike. I prepped the mould with release agent, cut the cloth, cut the peel ply, cut the release film and the bleeder material, and it was 6 o'clock and I was like, you know what, why not? I'm just going to pull a vacuum on it and do a part. So I've got fast cure in here, got the electric blanket there. Couldn't help myself but start this week on the same day that I've edited last week's video. Just took the part out of the mould. Can I just say, check this out. Look how perfect this is. Bang. Literally perfect around the edges. And when you feel it, you can feel it butted hard up against there. And it's just a smidgen of play around the edges. Barely anything. So if I trim it just past this line, it's going to fit on perfect. And so that'll bring it up a little bit, and then that can sit down in a recess where I'm cutting a 82mm circle. So it'll be sitting just on that lip, so probably flush with the top of that, and sitting just around there. I'm going to try and make it real snug. I'm a little bit disappointed with the finish. You can see it's smooth, like not rough, but it's bumpy. So the resin's made the carbon slippery, but it's rough, which is strange because the mold wasn't rough, and it's like the peel ply, or I don't know what it is. It's like the roughness of the carbon here has pushed through into the part, so you can see that's smooth where I had some body fill or high spots, but even that's got some on it, which is strange. It's like, I don't know what it is, but it's a little bit annoying. It's gone all textured now. It shouldn't make a difference to the aero of it, like it would, but negligible. Just looks funny. Oh, would you look at that? Isn't that just beautiful? There's a smidgen of space around the outside, so I might have to tape it down once I silicone it, because it does deform a lot, as you check this out. It's a bit floppy. I've done a 45 layup. So it should be strong, but it's still floppy because it's only 2 layers with 200 GSM. So yeah, I'm gonna glue that in right now, put some tape around here, and then it'll look super cool. It already feels stiffer for some reason with this carbon on it. Don't know why. I think this side was a couple more layers, because you can see I've laid patches on there, so I haven't laid just 2 layers. In some spots it's 3 or 4. This patch here is probably 1, 2, 3, and even 4 coming from the middle, so that's probably 1mm thick, and then the rest is probably 2 here, 3 and 2, so it's a little bit thicker than the other side, which is just 2mm. 2 layers, which is 1/2 mil, roughly 1/2 mil. But before I do that, I've got to cut the hole for the tube, for the valve. Nearly forgot, and that would have been annoying because I wouldn't have known where it was. It just would have been a bitch to cut through without nicking something. Finished off the other side of the wheel. Completed now. Tyres inflated. Brake is mounted, sort of just sitting there for now. And over here, I've got a bit of carbon wrapped up. I've just got 2 layers, so 1/2 mil of carbon, and that should be plenty strong enough. I don't think I could stand on that and flex it, being cylindrical. And that's going to go between here and down the bottom there. And what I've done now is I've placed some tacky tape in the position where I'm going to bag. So the bag's going to go from under here up to there, wrap around, big pleat in it up the top, and then stick all the way under across the edges here and around. And I'm going to carbon probably a few strips down like that to hold it tight into the bike, and then just carbon the crap out of it around here, and then extend it up the boom a little bit as well. And then once that's all finished and I get the bike, once I finish the bike and everything, I'm going to sort of do a 45 from here to here because my feet can clear it, and that'll just give it extra strength in the boom. So there won't be any flex at all. And then the little tube that's going to go through here, I have to just extend up a little bit higher and go around that. Second wheel fairing siliconed in place. This one fits a lot better. It must be because the dish of that wheel is different to this wheel. So I went to true them and I found out that the rim isn't in the center of the wheel, it's in the center of the flanges, which is not normally the case on a normal wheel. It's normally in the exact center of the two bearings, but they weren't in the center, so I took the good wheel, which I think was this one, and found a center line of that, and then when I put that wheel onto the truing machine or the truing stand, I lined it up with where I had this center. So it might be like 0.5 millimeter out, but that's made all the difference to that one fitting not so well and this one fitting absolutely perfect. So I know this mold's good, so if anyone wants to borrow it, they can have it, and then they can borrow this side mold as well if they want to do any pedal pre disc covers, if that's legal. I'm not sure about the pedal pre, but yeah, you're more than welcome to borrow it. So I've got that done. I'm probably going to do this today if I feel like it. It's raining again, so it's an indoor activity day today. So I'll probably do this, lay some carbon on that and chuck it in the vacuum. Well, as you can see, my part is out of the bag. Carbon crushed in a little bit here, but that's okay. And I've glued it in. Glue's still a little bit tacky to here, so that's very chunky. So I don't think that's going to move. And then I'm going to sort of put a bit of carbon over here, wrap it around there, and then around there, and sort of bond that in a little bit better than just glue. And I've got this just in place just to show you exactly the location that it's going to go. So that's going to stop it flexing and hopefully add a little bit of rigidity for like the twisting motion up here. But that's not going to stay there. And next is to lay the carbon, cut carbon and lay the carbon over this bit here. And then pull a vacuum. The final part for the week is a little bit of carbon to go between there and there in the back to support the back wheel. It's tacky, or not tacky, it's sort of gummy. So it's still got a little bit to dry, and then I can bash it off the end of this stick and then glue it into the hole. So that's it for this week's episode. Stay tuned for next week, where I will be hopefully vacuum forming the carbon into that. So very exciting, because once I do that, I can start looking at putting the chain idler system in and then start foaming, putting some foam in. Can't wait. So thanks for watching. See you next time.